In 1986, the International Labour Conference, the ILC, adopted an amendment to the ILO Constitution to make the ILO's governance structure fair and more inclusive. The principal aim is to make the ILO governing body more representative of the ILO's constituent groups. In particular, the amendment would abolish the non-elective seats reserved for the 10 states known as states of chief industrial importance. These government seats would be distributed among the 4 geographic regions. The regions themselves would elect their government members. There would be other changes too. The Director General's appointment would be subject to ILC approval, following election by the governing body. Stricter majority requirements would apply to adopting important constitutional amendments. The quorum for voting at the ILC would be redefined so that decision-making becomes more transparent. So far, 126 of the ILO's 187 member states have ratified the amendment. Only 3 more ratifications from member states of chief industrial importance are needed for the amendment to enter into force.
The constitutional amendment adopted by the ILC in 1986 was a visionary step. It aims to make the governance of the ILO more equitable, more democratic, and more appropriate for the issues we face today. The importance of the amendment was underscored again in 2019 in the ILO's Centenary Declaration for the Future of Work. Since then, 5 valuable years have passed. Modernization of the ILO must not be delayed any longer. We must consider the perspectives and wishes expressed by the vast majority of ILO's members. I therefore call on all member states who have not yet ratified the amendment to make doing so a priority. In particular, I call on our member state of chief industrial importance. The entry into force of these essential reforms ultimately rests with our members. It is time for the ILO to have a more representative and democratic governance structure. If we are to meet the challenges of these times, it is essential that we adopt this amendment.